Perhaps the longest continuously running Philippine motorsport event, the National Slalom Series, has just flagged off another season of thrilling parking lot action. And race weekend was there to record another historic moment in the making. Up next, highlights of Round 1 of the 2018 Phoenix Pulse Technology National Slalom Series in our race weekend, brought to you by Phoenix Fuels with Pulse Technology. Race weekend is brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse Technology.
A pleasant day to all racing fans out there. We're here at Robinson's Novaliches for the first leg of the 2018 National Slalom Series, where racers are eager for the start of the race. It has been this way for many years now. The National Slalom Series has been drawing scores of weekend warriors to compete against others on who can drive fastest around a tight course marked out by cones and pylons at a parking lot at the mall. Through good and bad times for local motorsports, the fortunes of which wax and wane with how the economy and the automobile sector perform, slalom has provided a venue for racing aficionados, spectators, and competitors alike to sate their need for speed and motoring thrills. It may just be parking lot racing, or maybe because it's parking lot racing, slalom racing has been one of the disciplines that has kept motorsports alive in the country. The Slalom Series is so easily acceptable to spectators and competitors alike, with spectators virtually on top of the action as race cars set up for speed and handling, engines revving, tires squealing, tackle the shortest of straights, the tightest of chicanes, and the most challenging of hairpin turns. Every year, the start of the Slalom Series is much awaited. This year is no different, as witnessed by the number of race cars and their drivers and slalom fans who showed up for the start of the 2018 Phoenix Pulse National Slalom Series, an event staged and overseen by Bing Bang Dulce. I'm here with the lovely veteran racing organizer, Miss Bing Bang Dulce, to tell us more about the National Slalom Series.
Hi. Hi.
Can you give the viewers an idea of what the slalom racing series is all about?
Okay, the National Slalom Series, basically for the past 30 years that we've been doing it, it's just like what you see today. It's done in a constrained area, and we have 12 legs each year for the past 30 years. But now we're organizing also 3 invitational races for the year, an additional 3 legs. And we do it in the northern part of Luzon to cater to the car enthusiasts at Baguio City, Pangasinan, Tarlac, Tagupan. Well, we started the first run by October 1986, but we officially had our SEC papers done on January 1987.
What about the aspiring racers to be? How can they reach you? How if they want to join this particular event?
Oh, we have the Facebook account and our digital Facebook account. Or else you can get in touch with me, Bing Bang Dulce. I can give you my number, 0917-811-9337. Or like our Facebook page of Race Motorsports Club. And you can see all the venues, the rules, everything that you need to know about participating in the National Slalom Series. And of course, we are doing free slalom clinics every event, before the event. For all those who are first-timers and you want to learn on how to do the 360, the 180-degree turns, we have pro drivers to assist you and to teach you on how to do it.
Over the past years, the Slalom Series has grown in popularity with fans and relevance to motorsports. This has not gone unnoticed by the auto trade and support industries like the petroleum and lube sectors and the aftermarket vendors who have come out to support and sponsor teams and drivers. At the first round of the year, there's much evidence of this, with many teams sporting many logos of brands and products on cars and drivers sporting logos on race suits. And for the past 3 years, the National Slalom Series itself has been supported by Phoenix Petroleum.
It is our third year with the National Slalom Series, and now we're changing the co-presentership to naming it with Phoenix Pulse Technology National Slalom Series, as we are pushing our Phoenix Fuels with Pulse Technology. Pulse Technology connotes power, energy, life, and excitement, and we believe that that's what slalom also stands for. So that's why it is an opportune time for us to sponsor motorsports through Phoenix Pulse Technology, as we see some synergy between the two.
The 3 decades of the National Slalom Series have seen the discovery of many local racing talents, some of whom have gone on to become slalom kings. Returning to action this year to defend his title as Slalom King is the 4-time champion Milo Rivera. I'm here with the 4-time reigning defending champion, Mr. Milo Rivera, to tell us more about his preparations for this race. Yeah. Hi, Milo.
Hi. Well, just like every race, we try to make ourselves ready physically, mentally, as a driver, and at the same time, the team behind our car work day and night just to prepare the car every single race. So I always credit that to them.
Can you give us the reason why, other than you're very good at it, can you tell us the reason why you decided to be part of this particular event?
Well, ever since I started racing back in 2008 with go-karts, we've also done some circuit races, sometimes up to now. But aside from the fact that my uncle was also a 3-time national slalom champion back then, Mr. Noel Rivera, I guess it was passed on to the family. But aside from that, just the intensity of every run, trying to beat each other's time, I guess I find something special with that. Plus the number of participants always joining, plus the fact that you're exposed to the public whenever you race in mall parking lots. But I guess over time it just became something worth racing.
Other than the National Slalom Racing Series, are you also participating in other racing events here in the country?
Well, for this year, we're also taking a look at the Autocross Championships. We're also preparing with the Shell to race the endurance races this year, and we're also aiming to defend our Asian Gymkhana Championships this year, which will have 5 races throughout 2018. So it's going to be a very busy year for us, and we hope for the best. But aside from that, the future is still uncertain. There might be other opportunities in and out of the country, so we're just here to be prepared no matter what.
4-time reigning and defending champion Milo Rivera. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Milo Rivera's younger brother, Estefano, shares the same car the reigning slalom king uses in the competition and believes he can challenge his brother for the first round overall win.
First of all, we use the same car, and it's not the first time we're racing together. Me and my brother, since karting, we've been racing together, and now in slalom and cars for around 5 years. So it's a good bonding experience. We help each other, we make each other faster, we ask for tips, and it's also a challenge. When you're using the same car and we live in the same house, so it's a challenge to beat each other, and it's a good experience.
Also back to compete in the National Slalom Series is novice overall champion Inigo Anton, the 13-year-old wonder boy of motorsports who has several trophies as champion in several classes and categories in 2017, and he is not about to rest on his laurels.
Of course, during the off-season, when the season was done, we still continue our practice, so we're still in shape, so we can have good times. We also did this for autocross, and then we also practiced for this race yesterday in Tarlac, so we come really prepared for it.
After suffering a broken steering system in his first run and hitting a pylon in another, Inigo Anton is unfazed and expects to win in his chosen class and categories.
I'm looking forward to get again front wheel best time, but if not, then we'll try pushing more for next race.
Also back and eager for racing is veteran slalom driver and former champion Doc Pee-wee Mendiola. He claims he is competing in 2018 just for the fun of it, but he looks to surprise the younger ones with wins.
Yeah, we'll always be here. I've been here quite some time, and If time does not permit, I'm not able to come. So sometimes I'm not able to vie for the overall title of the year anymore. But usually here to relax and enjoy, and who knows, sometimes win even.
At the end of the first round of 2018 Phoenix Pulse National Slalom Series, it's 2017 Slalom King Milo Rivera setting the best overall time of the day. 43.6 hundredths of a second, which is also was the best time for the Pro Stock C class. Inigo Anton was the best of the rest with a time of 43.68 hundredths of a second, which is also the best time in the front wheel Pro Stock C class. Estefano failed to make it a Rivera Brothers 1-2 in the first round of the season but came close, recording the third fastest overall time of the day with a 44.4 hundredths of a second, which was the best time among entries in the Group 5B category. Doc Pee Wee Mendiola showed he still has what it takes to be competitive in slaloms, recording the fourth fastest overall time of the day with a 44.28 hundredths of a second, driving in the Pro Stock A category.
And that concludes our coverage of the first leg of the 2018 National Slalom Series. Be sure to check us out every week as we bring you highlights of Philippine motorsports only here on Race Weekend.
Slaloms have been among the mainstays of local motorsports events that have helped keep motorsports alive and kicking in the country through good and bad times. It's great that Race Motorsports Club continues to do this, helping discover and nurture the talents of local motorsports heroes. Local motorsports is again moving into the good times, and Race Weekend will surely be covering slaloms and other motorsports events for motorsports aficionados among our viewers. This week's feature on Race Weekend has been brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology.